So Andrew Tate got arrested a couple days ago for, I'm hearing, for human trafficking and money laundering. Um, I'm not sure if he's guilty or not. I don't know. I'm not the one investigating, so to me, he's innocent till proven guilty. Um, so these are just allegations and whatever. But anyway, it's kind of suspicious. It's very suspicious. He's a loudmouth. He says things against the cathedral. They don't like that. They don't like him. They don't like people like Trump. Um, After he made that tweet that went viral at Greta Thunberg or whatever her name is, and she made herself look really dumb. He gets arrested. It's kind of suspicious. This guy was canceled by the cathedral off of everything. Um, I don't know what 6 months ago. They all canceled him um, because of how big he was, how much influence he has, and that's the thing. Even somebody like me would be going after if I was big enough. Um, the reason why people like me get left alone is because I'm nothing. I'm a peasant. I'm a peasant. And my voice is so small, but he has such a huge voice. Um, that's why like they went after him. Like he's even self aware and knows the environment well enough to understand that he said you get three strikes. The first strike they cancel you, they shut you up. The second strike they they arrest you, and the third strike they off you. Um, I think that the if you're following the Twitter files at all, or how the mainstream isn't reporting on those, and the Twitter files are exposing the FBI for being fraudulent. I think the cathedral's in charge of the FBI, the mainstream media, the colleges, Hollywood, and all these people that they put in front of you are controlled. And they don't like Andrew Tate because he's not controlled and he just doesn't care. He just says it how it is. And uh, in my opinion, JFK getting assassinated, prominent musicians in the past that have had mysterious deaths at young ages. Now, I'm not saying that it's not possible that they passed away from what they passed away from, but then you get like Martin Luther King, these big figures that have that are well known, and they have big mouths. They don't like that because they want us, the peasants, the NPCs, the sheep, whatever we're called, the common folk. They want us to be controlled. They don't want us to wake up. They don't want um they want they want us completely. They don't want us to have any power for ourselves because they want to control us. Um and that is the goal. Um I don't know what's gonna happen with Tate. Um, like I said, I mean, I like some of the stuff he says. I think he says a lot of good stuff. I just don't like how he presents himself. But I understand he's trying to sell to the youth, and you know, to me it comes across as bragging, but the youth eat it up. I was young once. When you're young, you like material things. You like shiny objects. You like really hot girls. Not to say that I don't like that stuff, but it's just not really important to me. It's not at the top of my care anymore. I'm an old man. So yeah, I just think that he, you know, there's good things and bad things. I was getting into it with like okay, I was watching this Kurt Cobain thing, and it's interesting how he um used um one of his girlfriends for like 3 years. He didn't work, she worked, and he had a lot of free time to express himself creative wise, and I think that really helped him um, jump forward to have all that extra time to make songs or whatever. And how he broke up with her is he got with somebody else before they broke up. And you know there's a thing where a lot of people don't want to question that the people that they admire that perhaps are famous, or they look at him like they look at him like a leader figure, like Trump. A lot of Trump supporters don't want to acknowledge things that they don't like about him, or even Elon Musk. Dude, I'm critical of everybody, man. I don't care. There's just people that I like a little bit better than others. I like what they say. Tate is one of them, and if he gets charged, not charged, but if he's found guilty of this, does his time, comes back out and doesn't do it again, and it's like he served his time. Maybe he goes to jail forever. But my whole point is, like, if you put all of your the left does this all the time. They think that their leaders are they can't do nothing wrong, and they don't want to point out anything that they do that are wrong. They just hold them up like they are these golden calves, right? These figures that can't do no wrong, and they want to ignore um, immoral type of things that they do, instead of calling them out or looking at them suspiciously. Like, I look at Trump suspiciously. He could be working for the cathedral for all I know. We weren't as divided before he went into office or started running for presidency um, before as we are now. Now, and there's reasons why I think that he's not in the cathedral. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. Um, so you kind of look at them suspicious. You take their word for it. Like when Tate was saying that he he didn't do human trafficking. You have to take their word for it until you see some legitimate proof. um, Same with Elon. He's coming out with all the stuff against the FBI and all that Twitter had, and how the FBI was using um, taxpaying dollars to censor taxpayers, which is completely illegal. Um, and he wants us to have a brain chip. Like, he's manufacturing brain chips for us. And I don't know if he's like consolidating everything to be like the head honcho leader, and he wants to control all of us. And that's why I think that there needs to be a lot of different leaders. If you just focus on one and you put all your eggs in one basket, you can end up with a Hitler, you know, a dictator. So I think there's good things and bad things about people. You don't have to agree with everything that somebody says or believes to um, to be like a forum against them completely, unless they're doing like heinous things like hurting little kids or um, keeping people enslaved or um, kind or flat out murdering people, genocide. Um, I think that most of us are just too divided, and I just like I'm at the point where I just don't want to argue with nobody. I don't want to try to change anybody's beliefs. Like you believe what you want, you know. I don't. I just don't care. It seems like a waste of time to me. To For me to try to remember all these facts and deep things that I'm not that educated about, but I have like suspicions of. Like I have to have some type of doctorate to have some type of argument with somebody about what I put in my body of um, the thing that was in 2021, because they might have an education in it, but I just don't trust it. Why? Because I don't trust my government. I don't trust the government, and why should I? And it's just I don't need to have all this proof. I just look at actions, and I don't need to hear all. I don't care about all the studies. You know, I don't need to go into people's little chats and have debates with them on their platforms to try to change their mind. I just don't care. You know, um, they can do what they want. Um, that's why I really don't. I'm really trying to get away from. Um, I'm not outraged anymore. I was into the outrage stuff before, but I'm not no more. I just don't care. I'm almost to the point where I don't care about what happens. I'm almost like, just let it happen because I'm tired of worrying. I'm tired of the fear mongering. I'm tired of hearing about, oh, we're gonna collapse. We're gonna, and then it's just like, whatever. Like, we've had lots of collapses. Um, we kept on going forward. And people, if we collapse and go to a new world order, like that's what the people want. That's what they're voting for. So what am I gonna do about it? You know, why am I gonna waste my time anymore talking about it? Potentially, um, you know, I have to work in the system. Um, I'm not growing at all on with my content. I'm not making money off of it. It's just a hobby, and it's putting me at risk. Even though I know they're probably not going to come after me individually because I'm a nobody, but like there's, I just don't see a point for me to continue to talk about it. Um, because nobody's going to do nothing. Nobody's doing anything about it. And this is what people want. They want a new world, one world government, um, a communist government, and I'm just tired of seeing the cathedral, who are supposed to be the scum of the earth, get their way. And I'm getting told by people on my side, oh, it's God's plan. God's plan sucks, man. I'm sorry. I don't think that um, little kids um, being hurt is God's plan. I think that's a shitty fucking plan. Um, Perhaps God looks at us like we do animals. You know, anyone ever thought of that? Maybe that's why God um, doesn't care as much. I mean, if you about the kids as much as we care about the kids. I mean, if you look at animals in the wild and you see like the babies, those are the ones that they go after. Predators, they always go after the youngest because they can't defend themselves. Now we're like, aw, but com- when you see something like that, you know what happens all the time. You know this is what they do. Um, but you're not as affected as it would be if you was to watch it happen to a human. Perhaps God's obviously not human and he doesn't have the emotional capacity to care and he's just watching us. Um, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck this is, man. I don't know. I don't know if reptilians are intelligent reptilians are making things uh, weird, like David Icke says. I know he's another one that's canceled, and he says weird things that I don't know. Yeah. that they feed off of us having low vibration, whatever. Anyway, I don't know, man. What I do know is I'm tired of the hearing about the crap, and I'm tired of being at a low vibration. I'm tired of that. And this type of stuff keeps me in a low vibration, keeps me in the fear. Oh, fear. Oh, like this is what YouTubers do. Oh, everything's collapsing, blah 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 blah. And then they're selling something. Like Alex Jones does this all the time. Oh, we're gonna if you don't buy stuff, we're gonna this we're at our wits end, you know. If you don't buy this, like we're going bankruptcy, we won't be on tomorrow. Or he's done this for like years now. And I've bought stuff off their store, and then I went to their store to get more water filters, and you can't buy them because they're out of stock. Oh, that's a shitty ass store, dude. Um, if you can't sell things, if things aren't going to be there when I want to buy them, then I'll go somewhere else. So it sounds like bad fucking business to me. Um, but yeah, I'm just like annoyed with it. I'm annoyed with the world's coming to an end. The world's coming to an end. Everything blah 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 blah. Let's bring it on because I'm tired of like hearing about it at this point. Um, and nobody's doing nothing about the cathedral. The cathedral doesn't even live here. Okay, the cathedral's not even in America. Why isn't there some mercenaries that just go to the WEF yearly meeting and then just raise havoc? Take them out. If they're that evil, take them out. No, but nobody does anything. Nobody's doing anything. And you got these. Everything's so jacked up with like the political parties right now. The right versus left. You can't even say right versus left because they're basically on the same team, and it's highly confusing. And that's the way they want things. They want things confusing. Where you got the establishment who works for the cathedral, which would be like Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, Mitch McConnell, Lindsey Graham, these people called rhinos on the right. Um, and nothing's changing. There's nothing changing. I would assume there'd be a lot of investigations this year in 2023. I would hope that the Republicans would do that, but I don't know. The leadership is terrible. Um, and I heard like, why don't Republicans make their own banks? Why don't they make their own colleges? Why don't they put their money where their mouth is? There's holding on to their money. Like if they really cared about like these rich people, like make communities, make businesses here. Like they ain't doing shit. Like they're literally not doing shit. Um, and it's like all they do is cry. They're lazy. They just cry. And somebody like me, that there's only so much I can do, man. Seriously, there's only so much I can do. I'm one person. I'm trying to raise a family all on my own. I hardly have any support from anybody, and so it's like, for me, what the hell am I supposed to do? I'm just trying to survive this shit. Well, there's other people that actually have the assets where they can actually make major changes, and they don't do shit. They don't do shit. And it's just, I just don't care, man. I just don't care no more. I'm sorry, I just don't care. It's like I give up. I need to focus on myself, and that's what people need to do, is they need to focus on themselves, because all this big shit that's going on with the world, we have no control over it. The masses aren't waking up. Nothing's really changing. I go to work and people seem normal. Go to the gym, people seem normal. Everyone's normal. They're still with the whole normalcy bias thing. So the mainstream media is still not reporting on the Twitter files, and you know I'm just tired, man. I'm just tired, and um, I'm just, for me, I'm trying to spend less money. I'm trying to um, I'm trying to fix my emotional rewards, my dopamine rewards, because the last thing I've had was food. Food was a big reward. That's something I look forward to. Well, I don't have a warm house to look with a woman to look forward to do things with. So when I care about someone that cares about me, I don't look forward to going to work. I hate that place. So it's like food has been my only outlet, and I don't like to drink. I don't want to do drugs, and I've quit um, being promiscuous. So, like, that's it. So now I have to basically keep moving forward, and really don't have any type of rewards at all. Um, but it is what it is. Maybe I'll make a video here and there, but I just, all this crap is just, it doesn't even matter anymore. I'll still pay attention to what's going on, but like, I don't know, me talking about it really doesn't do anything. Um, it's it's just, I don't know. I'm just not really. It's kind of like with music. I'm not really wanting to make music. I don't really care about making skits. That when I make a skit, that just like, all of a sudden, just I get all this burst of creativity. It's really weird. Like, oh man, that's so cool. But for the most time, I just don't care. I do like talking about this stuff. I do. But it's like I'm talking about the same stuff over and over again, pretty much, and it's just like, it's boring. You know, I'm over here making fun of people that um, make the same movies over and over, watch the same TV shows, watch the same videos on TikTok, literally the same thing, listen to the same exact music, and I'm just putting out the same, talking about the same stuff over and over. Honestly, I just need to get more educated, and I need to fix up my own house. I need to fix up my own life. Um, and it's okay to have opinions when you're fixing yourself up too. Just, and it's okay to have opinions on things that you're not really highly educated on, because um, somebody can show you a different way, and then it changes your mind. It's okay to change your mind. Um, it's called evolving. Imagine if we still lived, if 2022 was still like the 1940s, where we were segregated, where we whites and blacks would drink out of different water fountains. Imagine if people didn't change their mind. It's okay to change your mind. It is stupid for people. Oh, you have to believe in this. If you deter from this belief, your belief, then you are um a piece of shit, or you're not a man. Like, a man is like taking care of, having the ability to take care of other people. That's a man. It doesn't matter. He could be a feminine man. He can be a strong man. Not everyone has to be a damn alpha male to be a man. Um, yeah, a lot of these content creators like Tate try to push forward their persona onto the world, which is cool, man. I have no problem with that. That's cool, but it's not the only way. It really isn't. Um, not everything one person says is right. There's plenty of things I say that's wrong. I'm not perfect. Um, and I've changed. I've evolved my opinions. I used to be a damn feminist when I was younger. I'm not anymore. It's quite obvious. Um, Nothing wrong with bettering yourself, and that's what people should get out of Tate is bettering yourself. Like the whole Bugatti bullshit, or the Learjet, or I live in fucking mansions. It's like, if that's what you want, cool, but that's not like the end all be all to everything. It's just to have all this material shit. There's more to life than that. Especially the way he's doing it. I can see all the drones just he's he's used people to get famous. They share his videos for free. In fact, they probably pay him to be in his little group. It's kind of like a cult, to be honest. It is kind of like a cult. If you don't challenge the leader at all, then you're basically in the cult. There's so many cults right now, and people don't want to call it out. The mag is even a cult. You can say that's a cult. Um, the cathedral cult. There's so many cults. It's crazy. And people don't want. There's like a stigma to the cult because of um. Well, there should be stigma because if you follow your leader, you can end up like Jim Jones' group. Um, they can lead you down that path. That's why you have to challenge the leader. And when you do that, these people they don't like it. They don't like it. Um, it is what it is. But yeah,